Hello, everybody. It is your girl, Bria Van Putin, and welcome back to Bria Loves Music. We are back as promised with the Cardi B Am I the Drama album review. I am here. I'm in a new place because I'm on vacation right now with my family. I'm literally filming in the bathroom because it is 2 a.m. My family is sleeping, and I was like, I have to film this video. I have to get it up, and we have to talk about this album. So I came to the bathroom, set up my camera, and we are here filming in a new location because I am on vacation and I'm dedicated to getting my videos up. So we are here. Let's get into this album, y'all. Come on, Calandria Trinae Rowland.
No one calls me that.
We are talking about Janet Jackson. That's my girl, okay? I love Janet. The blueprint, period. You need your time. Ah! Hey, look, y'all. I got hot in the sky. New Music Fridays, Cardi B, Am I the Drama? Been waiting on this album, very much anticipated. This album rollout has been so good. Like, Cardi has been doing her thing, whether she is on the train, like literally on MTA, like taking it back to the streets, because this is how people used to promote their albums in the 90s, early 2000s, like in the 80s as well, like going in the streets, selling records on the streets. Like, she's literally selling the records in the streets. She's in Harlem. She had a block party in Harlem, selling her albums, talking to the people, like literally talking to the fans, talking to the people, being outside in the streets. Then, like I said, walking through MTA, selling her albums. Like, when if you live in New York City, like I do, you see people on the train, like Showtime, selling things, all that. She came in like the Welch's box with the Am I the Drama album. And then she was selling the records on DoorDash, had a DoorDash collab. Like, the promotion and the album rollout has been so good, and it made you even more excited to hear the album and what she's given. Then of course she had her court case last month, so like, am I the drama? More drama. Like, then she announced that she was pregnant, and that was another thing with like drama where people like speculating and talking about she's pregnant. She did announce this week that she is having a baby with Stefan. Like I said in a previous video, I turned Offset off, I turned Steph on, and she did. And they're having a baby, and there was definitely mention of him on the album. We'll get into that. Mention of giving him a son. And I saw this week he commented under her post like, I'm team boy. He wants a son really bad. So let's see if this baby is a boy. And yeah, let's get into the album. Of course, as usual, like I always do with my album reviews, I start off with the album artwork. So we have Cardi B, Am I the Drama? She's sitting here in this red with the birds all over her, and they are ravens. If you don't know, the birds are ravens, which represents the drama. It's black, like the drama, the doom and gloom, the bad news. And then she's in this red, which symbolizes sexy, drama, bright. The color red symbolizes a lot of different things. And a raven symbolizes knowledge, wisdom, and cycles of life, death, and rebirth, which is definitely the theme of her album, because she's talking about, of course, her divorce from Offset, the things that she went through, which is like the death of that relationship, also her life, and then this new life, a rebirth of, currently where she's going through. So yeah, very significant. I really enjoy the album cover. I really like it. And then, of course, she had like different album covers. She had different variations. One in particular is the court case album covers. Like, I love that she did it with the court case pictures. Like I said, this rollout has been so good. And I love that she chose to feature the court case photos as one of the album covers. So yes, y'all, let's get into it. The first song we started off with is Dead, featuring Summer Walker. And Summer is in the background singing about these bitches are dead. Basically, I'm killing you hoes. You bitches are dead. I'm the killer, and yeah. In the beginning of the song, it sounds like a news report, like reporting Cardi B, da 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 da. And of course, it's called I the Drama. So it's very much cinematic, giving like the dramatic feel. And I like that she started off with the album like that because, of course, like it's called Am I the Drama? So give us the drama. And I wrote down some lyrics. She said, I tell these hoes to suck my dick. They put their hair up in a bun. I was like, that line got me. And then she said, I don't even know no more. I don't even rap no more. I drive hearses. So which means she killing y'all. And she's driving you to the cemetery. She's driving you to the coroners because she's driving you in the hearse. And then she said, you hoes are dead. They still mad about the Grammy. They still mad. I'm still popping. That one, I was like, not they still mad about the Grammy. They still mad. I'm still popping. That was definitely a shot to Miss Onika Mirage for sure. Because, you know, Cardi has her Grammy. Nicki Minaj doesn't. Definitely, I like how she started off the song with Dead and basically talking her shit. And I love when the girls and the guys talk their shit, especially when you start off an album like Am I the Drama and starting off with talking your shit. I enjoy that. And talking about killing you hoes in the beginning of the album, like I'm about to kill y'all. Because we started off the album with I'm killing you hoes and I'm really about to kill y'all with what I'm dropping right now with this album. So then the next song we get into is called Hello. And I was like, that's my theme song because if you know me, you know I love saying the word hello. Like it just, walking in saying hello. If something is like a message, you be like, hello. Like it just is my theme song, okay? It's my theme song. It's definitely a bop. We at the beginning of the album still, I kill you hoes, and now, hey, hello, what's up? In this song, she's also talking her shit. She's saying her body tea. Hello, it's me. It be me looking sexy. It be me looking cute. Carrying you hoes. I'm surprised I'm not showing. That was another line that she talked about. Like, I'm carrying you hoes. I'm surprised I'm not showing. Basically, she's saying she's your mother. And we get into the song Magnet and a line that I wrote down because I love a good pun. Okay. And she said, if it ain't about money, cut it short. Tony Braxton, baby. And when I said I screamed because, like I said, I love, love, love me a good pun. And once I heard that, I was like, yeah, cut it short, Tony Braxton, because, iconic Tony Braxton shortcut. We love it. So basically, the song is called, obviously, Magnet. So she's talking about her being a magnet. Like, they say I'm attractive, got me feeling like a magnet, baby. Like, you're attracted to me, I'm attracted to you, we connect. I'm a magnet. So the next song we're gonna get into is Pick It Up featuring Selena Gomez. I only wrote down pretty much the song is cute and I said that Selena fits the song. Off of first listen, I think it's cute. I have to listen to it again to really, really get into it. But it's cool. It's cool from first listen, but I definitely will say Dead, Hello, and Magnet. I liked it from first listen initially. Pick It Up. I gotta listen to it again. Maybe the second listen. Maybe the second listen. But yeah, the next song we gotta get into is Imaginary Players, which it was one of her singles that she has already released. I did a reaction video to it, so definitely click the cards up here and check it out. It is a bop. I definitely liked it. I remember when the song dropped, it was a lot of mixed reviews, but I enjoyed it for myself. I don't care what nobody say. Jay-Z sample, I liked it, and I liked that it was the female version of Jay-Z's Imaginary Players. So yeah, I enjoyed it. But yeah, next song, this was my song. This is a bop. The next song is Bodega Fatty. A bop. It gives very much I like it. You remember her song I Like It from her previous album? Yeah, it gives very much that. Like that's this album's version of I Like It. And it just gives like corner store music. Growing up in New York City, in Brooklyn, going into the corner store, New York City period, any corner store you go into, you hear the Spanish bachata music and it gives that. It gives very much corner store music and I know this is gonna be playing at some corner store soon in New York City. But it's definitely a bop. I definitely enjoyed it. And it just gives, like I said, it gives that I like it vibe. So then we get into the next song, which is Salute. And first listen, Salute is definitely a song that I say I didn't really care for. I probably have to listen to it again, but off of first listen, I really didn't care for it. And then we get into Safe featuring Kalani. And basically, She's talking about she wants someone to make her feel safe, make her feel seen. And I definitely liked Kalani on the track. She sounded good. Her and Cardi together sounded really good. And they did drop a music video for that song, but I definitely liked the song and I liked the message of the song. And this transitions into Man of Your Word, which of course she's talking about, like I said, in Safe, she's talking about somebody making her feel safe in a relationship, a man making her feel safe, and then going into Man of Your Word, she's talking about I wish you were a man of your word. In this song, she's obviously talking about Offset and their relationship and her wishing that he was better and better for her and better to her and how she was good. And she basically said, even though we up, even though I'm up, I always treat you like we even. So basically saying like she was more up than him in terms of like financial, I'm pretty sure, because obviously if you don't know, her net worth is more than him, so more than his. So she's like, even though I was up, I always treated us like we were even. And she's talking about, like I said, she's talking about her life Offset, wishes him well. She did wish him well, and she just wished that he was better for her and to her. And I did like that part in the end when she was like, I wish you well. I hope that you find a love for yourself. I hope you find a relationship for yourself. I hope you're happy and you treat the next person better and good. So I like that it wasn't like a bash song. She was talking about like the things that she wished that he did, but it wasn't like bashing him. She still was wishing him well. So I definitely enjoy that. And then we get into another good transition, which goes into What's Going On featuring Lizzo. And when this started, I was screaming because it samples a great, great song. Like as soon as it started, I'm gonna play a little bit of it. Yes, like I was like, as soon as it started, yeah, 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 yeah. I was like, Cardi, the sample I love. It samples Four Non Blondes What's Up, which is a bop. So as soon as I heard it, I was like, yes. And then, of course, I get why she wanted Lizzo on the track because Lizzo's voice fits perfectly for the song. And I definitely enjoyed Lizzo on it. I saw people saying that they didn't care for the song or that they didn't like Lizzo on the album. I was like, y'all just don't like Lizzo. Like, let's be real. Y'all just don't care for my girl, Melissa. And I hate that for y'all because Lizzo is really a good artist. Like, I really enjoy her music. So I hate that for y'all. And y'all should give it another listen because I like the song. And she's talking about what's happening, what's going on with you. I let shit slide so many times he got comfortable, which is a fact because she kept taking him back every time he was cheating on her. And then she's like talking about, like I said, talk about her relationship with Offset. I said that it's a bop. I love the up tempo beat because, of course, it has like a slow pace, but in the original, like the original sample is slow, but it still is a little up tempo. But with Cardi's, of course, she takes it a higher notch in the up tempo beat because, of course, she's rapping over it. And I definitely enjoy that. And another quote, she said, I told his has to be careful with me. I guess he thought I wouldn't practice what I preach. And I was like, yes. She took it back. Of course, she has a song called Be Careful, like Be Careful with Me. And so I love that she quoted herself and said, yeah, I thought I told you to be careful with me. Like, no, she didn't. Because at the end of the day, I always say that with their relationship, Offset didn't think that she was going to leave him eventually. He thought she was going to stay around. But, after a while, you're gonna get tired. You're gonna get tired of the BS, and she definitely did. So I definitely like that transition of going from safe into man of your word, going into what's going on, and then going into shower tears. All of that in that little space is talking about her relationship with Offset and talking about what was going on, her talking about how she felt and just moving on from that space. And Shower Tears, she's again talking about her relationship, another Summer Walker feature. And I definitely like the song and I liked her talking about this is me sharing my shower tears, the tears that I cried. I have to listen to it again to really get into it, but from first listen, I definitely do like the song. And then we go into, like I said, from that little space of safe, man of your word, what's going on, and then shower tears. She talk about her relationship, and then from that, we get into outside, and she was very much like fuck it, we outside from that. Like from that part of the album, it was just like we gonna have a good time. We outside, we moving on, new man, bye. And I love that. I love that she had the half of the album where it's like my relationship, I'm sad, but I'm moving on, into boom, we outside. Fuck that nigga. We moving on. Like I love that. It's very much given I am Sasha Fierce. Like the I am side and the Sasha Fierce side, you know? The Cardi B side and then the Belcalis side, you know? So then we get into outside, which of course we have heard. Outside, niggas never outside. We love outside. That is my song. That is a bop. That was her first single, not counting Up and WAP, because Up and WAP came out years ago, but she added on the album. So let's say the first official single, I'm gonna say is Outside. And you know, I did a reaction to the song. I will link it up here in the cards. So definitely go check that out. So then the next song we get into is Pretty and Petty. And like I said, from outside on, it's all the club bangers, Rachita, we having a good time, we outside. And in Pretty and Petty, I wrote down, she put, I'd rather die on a surgery table before I end up looking like you. When I said I screamed, because I'm like, girl, it was a lot of songs where she's like talking her shit and talking about, I'm pretty sure, talk about the rap girls and the girls, you know. But I was like, not die on the surgery table that end up looking like you is crazy. That took me out. And yeah, I wrote down she's talking mad shit. Like she's literally like, this was specifically the song she's talking mad shit about, like not looking like her, you not a bad bitch, you look dumb, like literally talking about the girls, and I screamed. And then we get into Better Than You featuring Cash Cobain. And next to my notes, I just put I didn't really care for that song, and I didn't really care for Cash Cobain's verse. I didn't feel like his verse matched Cardi's. It was like two different songs to me. Let me know what y'all think down below. And then we get into the next song, which is On My Back featuring Lourdes. And I love this song. And it samples Funny How Time Flies When You're Having Fun by Janet Jackson. And I lived. As soon as it starts, we got to play a little bit of it, because as soon as it starts, I literally screamed. Like I screamed, because that song is one of my favorite Janet songs. And then hearing Janet in like the little French, you know, saying the French, I love it. Like shout out to Cardi for choosing that sample. The samples that she has chosen for this album has been really good, like so good. And of course, she's talking about, in this song, she's talking about Stefan. This is very much like the sexy, freaky song. It's called On My Back. Like, obviously, you know what's going on. Like, she's literally talking about fuck me, do this, eat me, do this. Like, got me on my back. Like, literally. And she's saying, can't wait to sit on your face, throw me on my back. And like I said this song is sexy. Of course, if you don't know the original song, Funny How Time Flies When You're Having Fun, Janet is literally moaning in the background at the end. This song is meant to be like the sexy, sex, have fun song, which Cardi said she was having fun. And that's why my girl is pregnant. But yes, I definitely enjoyed that song. And Lourdes, if I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but she definitely worked well on the track, and her voice worked so well on the track. I definitely enjoyed that song. And then next we get into Time. And yeah, the quote that I wrote down was, nigga lose me, he out of his mind. I wrote that down because she said that multiple times throughout this whole album. Like, you were stupid to lose me. She's letting him know, like, and everybody knew you were dumb, like, and I didn't do anything to you. She even mentioned multiple times I didn't cheat back, because you know that was the rumor that she was cheating on him too. And she literally mentioned multiple times, no, that was him cheating, I never cheated back, I left him and then I moved on. Because I hate when people was like, oh my gosh, she moved on so fast. He was literally cheating on her their whole relationship, embarrassing her their whole relationship. Now because she moved on, she's the bad guy. Like, y'all be doing women so dirty. I hate that. I hate that for y'all. I hate that for y'all. I'm trying to remember which song she talked about. I can't remember which song. She talked about, like, I found out about these hoes, but I still had your son. And I don't regret that. But You made me look dumb, something like that. I try to remember which song that was, but I was like, ooh, like I love when the girls are a little heartbroken and talk about their problems because it makes for good music and a good album. And then continue with Airtime. Another line that I wrote down. She said, "If I take your nigga, I don't want to hear no crying, cause I ain't say shit when hoes was out here fucking mine." I had to write that down because I was like, oh, girl, that line ate so bad because she's like, I don't want to hear nothing because y'all was out here with my nigga and in my face. But that took me out. That took me out. But yes, next, we're going to get into the next song called Check Please. And the one line that I wrote down was, I need more money than problems this year. And that is a fact. I need more money than problems for the rest of the year and beyond. And of course, like I said, the album is called what? Am I the drama? So I don't need no more problems. I just need more money. Okay, that's it. That's it. And then next we get into Principal. Cardi, I really want to have a word with you because you really tried it. Because we really thought we was getting a new Janet Jackson song. We was so hype. Like I was so hype. I saw a feature with Janet Jackson. I already knew she was gonna sample Pleasure Principle because just seeing Principle, I was like, obviously, I knew she was gonna sample that, but I really thought Janet was gonna be on it, which she is obviously because it's her background vocals from Pleasure Principle. But I thought it was gonna be a new song with new Janet vocals. Like, why would you do that to us, Cardi? Why would you do that? Like, you really tried it, and I'm really gonna get you when I see you for real. But I definitely like the song. Again, this is her second Janet Jackson sample. So I was like, okay, Janet, clearing the music for the girls, making your coins, and we love that. One line that I wrote down, she said, have these bitches trying to fuck with you because they know you mine. I wrote that down because her and Janet have that kind of similarity in the sense of like, you know, Janet, when she was with Jermaine Dupri, he cheated on her and he was like, there was women that was after him that was never after him before because he was with Janet. And I'm pretty sure that was the same thing with Offset. There was women after him because he's with Cardi, and both of them, Cardi is like up there. She's more popular, and then Janet, of course, she's Janet Demeter Joe Jackson. She's definitely way more popular up there. So I wrote that down because they have some similarities in that, and that's definitely a fact. Next song we have is Trophies, and next to it, I wrote I don't really care for Trophies. I have to listen to it again, but y'all let me know down below what y'all think so far. And then next we have Nice Guy featuring Tyler. I definitely like that song. I think it was cute. I definitely like Tyler on the track. She sounded good, and her and Cardi together blended well. I like that Cardi had a lot of like the R&B singing girls. You know, she had Tyler, she had Kalani, she had Summer Walker, and then of course you add in that little pop moment with Lizzo. So I definitely enjoy that. And then we have Killing You Hoes, and it brought it all back together because of course the first song she's talking about dead and I'm killing you hoes, I'm driving you in the hearse, and to end off the album with, all right, I'm really killing y'all hoes because now we're at the end of the album and I probably killed y'all. And I wrote down, hoes always talking about me. No, I'ma live long. I wrote that down because that was a saying that I've heard all my life. Like anytime somebody talking about you or something, you be like, oh, I'm gonna live long. You're gonna live long because I was just talking about you. Because you know I come from a Caribbean background, so that was a saying. So I wrote that down. I was like, heard you, Cardi, heard you. And then we get into Up, which we know was released in 2021, but Cardi put it on the album. And I was like, okay, she put it on the album because it's like she's talking about the beginning, like her relationship is over. She's like, I'm down for a little, but now I'm up. You know, Up. It's still a bop. It's still cute to hear, and you know, she sprinkled that in there, whatever. And then we got into WAP, which of course was released in 2020, featuring Megan Thee Stallion. And a lot of people thought that it was going to be a new Megan Thee Stallion song. I knew better. I knew that it was a new Megan Thee Stallion song because I already knew she had WAP on the album. I was just like already in my mind when I saw Megan Thee Stallion, like when she put who was going to be featured on the album, the artist that was featured on the album, I was like, I already knew it was WAP, so I don't know why people thought it was going to be another song. maybe it could have been another song because she has Summer Walker on 2 songs, but I just was like, okay, it's WAP. It's WAP. But still a bop. I love WAP since it first came out. And, she had to end off the album with reminding y'all that she has a wet ass pussy. Yes, but yeah, since the album has come out, Cardi has definitely had some accolades. So I definitely want to talk about that. Cardi's Am I the Drama is now certified platinum in the US for selling 1 million units, and it is the first female album in history to achieve this. So that's definitely really good and iconic for my girl, and I'm definitely proud of her. And yeah, like it's been 7 years since Invasion of Privacy, so I'm definitely happy and proud that she is back with new music, releasing new music. And I definitely like the album. I will say overall, I like the album. Of course, I told you guys the songs that I liked and the songs that I didn't really care for. You guys saw my reaction. But overall, I will say I definitely like the album and I definitely will be listening to it again. And I definitely will be learning the lyrics and I definitely will be rapping when I hear it out in the club. And I definitely want to hear it like out loud on some speakers or with my beats on. This is my album review of Am I the Drama? Y'all comment down below. Let me know what y'all think of the album. Let me know your favorite songs and your not so favorite songs. Let me know that down below. Of course, like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel to see more. Follow me on my social medias at Brea Loves Music and at Brea Van Kooten. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace, love, deuces.